In this video, I'm going to go over the 4 things that I do to prevent having problems with buyers when selling on eBay and to get positive feedback. Before I begin, I just want to tell you that I believe the vast majority of buyers on eBay are good and you're not likely to have any problems. But I believe a little ounce of prevention certainly goes a long way, especially when these things I'm going to tell you about will not take that much extra of your time. My name is Jason Silverstein, and this is my 13th week selling on eBay. Number 1, if I am shipping out an item that is somewhat fragile or could break during shipping, what I am going to do is I'm going to wrap each item I'm shipping in bubble wrap. I'm going to put it in a box, and then before I put fill over it, I'm going to take pictures of those items that I wrapped inside the box. I do this because if the items break during shipping, and I either get the carrier saying it broke during shipping, it's my fault, or I have the buyer saying it broke during shipping, it's the carrier or my fault, I want to have some pictures showing that I packed it correctly before shipping it out. This will be a good time to hit the thumbs up button. Number 2, whenever I'm going to ship out an item, whether I'm shipping it through UPS, FedEx, or USPS, the post office, I am going to take the time to stand in line and actually get a receipt from the clerk. That way I know I actually gave it to somebody rather than just leaving it on a counter or putting it in a drop box where I assume they'll get it. Most likely they'll get it, but I like having that peace of mind. Plus, when I get that receipt has a tracking number. I can hear all of you saying, "You're wrong, Jason. You get a tracking number when you print the label from eBay. And then you get proof the carrier got it once the carrier scans it into their system." Yes, that's exactly how it works when everything goes correctly. But that's not what this video is all about. This video is about taking precautions because things don't always work out the way they're supposed to. Packages probably sometimes get lost between the drop box or dropping it off, or post office doesn't scan it in, or whatever happens. That's why I like to stand in line and get a receipt from the clerk. Now I have physical proof with a tracking number that I dropped off the package. And that tracking number is super important. Now, if you're shipping out hundreds of items a month and they're inexpensive items, then standing in line and doing all that may not be worth it to you. But that's not my operation, so standing in line is worth it to me. And if you're just doing a few items a month or you're just selling your own personal stuff, stand in line, get that receipt, get the tracking number, know you actually gave it to somebody. Number 3. The night after I drop off that item at the carrier, I am going to send a message to the buyer saying, "I have dropped off your item at the carrier, it's being shipped. Here is the tracking number if you want to follow along." Why do I do this? First, because I believe it's good customer service. I am letting the buyer know I shipped it out and here is the tracking number. That's what Amazon does, don't they? So I'm doing the same thing. Plus, I am planting a seed in the buyer's mind. I am opening up the lines of communication with that buyer. Now, if the buyer has a problem early on or later during the transaction, they have already had a communication with me. I feel they're more likely now to say something to me rather than going directly to eBay, and that's what I want. I want them to talk to me first if there's going to be any problems. Number 4, I am now going to track those items I shipped out on eBay almost daily. This might seem a little obsessive, but it's super easy to do. Just go to your eBay and just look real quick. And once I see that it has been delivered, I am going to wait 1 day, and then I'm going to do the following things. Since I waited 1 day, I think there's not going to be there's no immediate problems. The buyer's not contact me right away saying there's trouble. So I'm going to leave that buyer positive feedback. Now, I have heard it suggested that you wait even longer before giving positive feedback, or waiting until that buyer has given you positive feedback before you give them positive feedback. But my philosophy is, if I'm going to ask that buyer for positive feedback, I'm going to give them positive feedback first. And if I didn't say positive feedback enough times, let me just say it. No, okay. So I do that. Then after I give positive feedback to the buyer, I am going to send another message saying, I hope you enjoyed your item. If you feel that I deserve it, please provide me positive feedback on eBay. I do that because, of course, I want positive feedback. And the other reason why is, again, I'm opening the lines of communication. If the buyer does have a problem with that item, they feel it's not working properly or it wasn't as described, I want them to talk to me first rather than filing a complaint with eBay or leaving me negative feedback. I want them to talk to me. These are the 4 things that I do to prevent having problems with buyers when selling on eBay. As you saw, the major theme of the video was communicate with your buyer. This is something I learned from being a realtor for 22 years, is if you communicate with all parties, you're much less likely to have any problems. Now, this will work in most cases with most buyers. Of course, there are those buyers who are just out to get you. They want to scam you, or they're willing to commit fraud. This won't help you with those people. But I believe most people are good, most buyers are good. Just sometimes they might be momentarily mad or frustrated with you. And by communicating with them first and possibly talking them down or talking it through with them, you could prevent them from causing you a lot of problems. And that's what this video is all about. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you next time.